Ingrown hairs are basically caused by thick hairs that are stuck under the skin. So typically we find that most people that have got that thick coarse hair, as an example, on the bikini line, maybe on the lower legs, possibly on the face if it's quite coarse as well. These are areas that we all tend to shave quite regularly, so a build-up of irritation happens. The hairs get stuck under the skin because they're too thick to actually fit through the follicle, and then we form a little spot on top of them, or inflammation. So you might have a red bump, and sometimes they can be infected, so they might be slightly yellow. You might have brown pigment on top of it because you've had sun exposure on the area, or you may have post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, so you've got brown marks all over the area. This is what an ingrown hair is, so it causes all that inflammation on the skin and irritation. When a hair naturally grows through the pore, it's usually got a slight point to the end of it, so a natural hair will grow through typically without causing an ingrown. When you start shaving and waxing, it blunts the tip of the hair, so when it does start to grow back through again, it gets stuck under the skin. And that's why all these solutions to hair removal, like the shaving, the waxing, the sugaring and threading, these things will snap hair follicles, or shaving will just blunt them all. And then you get all that irritation and inflammation around the follicle, which will then leave you with a bump. And you'll get redness, itchiness and irritation when that hair is just constantly struggling to try and get through the skin. Ingrown hairs cause so many problems for women and men, particularly for women when they go on holiday, you know, and you've got that redness, swelling and irritation, especially around the bikini area and sometimes lower legs, and facial hair, for instance, if it's quite thick as well. So a lot of women, I think, before holiday, you know, go for a pre-wax, hope that that's going to solve the problem, but within a week or two there's hair regrowing, and waxing can still cause ingrown hairs, that red bumps, that inflammation, those marks on the skin, which is totally unwanted, especially if you're already feeling uncomfortable being in a bikini, you know, and not having much to wear on the beach, for example. So laser hair removal would be a good solution then, in the instance that the hair is completely gone, so there's no need to worry about it when you go on holiday because there's nothing there. Don't worry, we have a solution if you do have ingrown hairs. So we conduct laser hair removal on so many clients here at the clinic, and usually within 3 to 4 sessions the majority of the ingrown hairs have gone. So that irritation, that swelling, that itchiness, that redness, that unsightliness that you hate, it will go really, really, really quickly. So once the rest of that hair does thin out, even when you've not even finished your course completely, you will find that that irritation has massively subsided.